Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king. Over 2,000 years ago, Marcus Aurelius wielded immense power as the emperor of Rome, governing vast territories, commanding legions of soldiers, and shaping the destinies of millions. His authority could have easily led him down paths of decadence, despair, or madness. He had the means to indulge in luxury, succumb to stress, or be crushed by the overwhelming weight of his responsibilities. Yet Marcus chose a different path. He became a philosopher king, navigating the tumultuous waters of life with grace, wisdom, and remarkable resilience. The secrets of his strength. What enabled Marcus to balance such immense power and constant pressure without losing himself? The answer lies in his meticulously crafted daily routine. He developed a series of habits, practices, and reflections that not only guided him through personal and political challenges, but also fortified his mind and body. The essence of Marcus Aurelius's life was not in grand displays of power or glory, but in how he approached each day with purpose and discipline. A masterclass in daily living. Marcus's routine was grounded in simple yet profoundly effective principles that anyone can adopt today. His life exemplified a masterclass in combining self-reflection, physical care, and an unwavering focus on what truly mattered: wisdom, virtue, and the pursuit of inner peace. His days began before dawn. He resisted the urge to remain in the comfort of his bed, recognizing that each day presented opportunities for growth, challenges to face, and lessons to learn. Instead of indulging in comfort, he reminded himself that life was not meant to be easy. Comfort was not his purpose. His duty as a human being was to rise, face the day, and embrace his responsibilities. This simple act of rising early with intention set the tone for everything else. The power of reflection. Before diving into his imperial duties, Marcus took time for deep contemplation. His writings and meditations reveal that he understood the day would be filled with difficulties, ungrateful people, betrayals, and possibly even war. Instead of being overwhelmed by these possibilities, he prepared himself mentally. He contemplated how he would respond to challenges with patience, wisdom, and calm. By expecting imperfections from the world, he built resilience through the anticipation of adversity. This kind of mental preparation was not merely about survival, it was about thriving in the face of challenges. By starting his day with reflection, Marcus laid the foundation for emotional and mental strength. He prepared himself not by wishing for an easy day, but by steeling his mind for the inevitable hardships. Commitment to physical health. Another cornerstone of Marcus Aurelius's daily life was his commitment to physical health. Despite his role as emperor, he never neglected his body. He understood the interconnectedness of mind and body. The strength of one supports the other. Marcus believed in the power of physical exercise, not for vanity, but for endurance. Whether he was walking, practicing exercises with soldiers, or engaging in physical training, he maintained discipline that kept him fit and focused. In our modern world, we may not lead armies into battle, but we face our own battles: mental fatigue, physical sluggishness, and the constant stress of daily life. Like Marcus, we can use physical activity to ground ourselves. It doesn't require hours in the gym or extreme sports. It's about consistency and movement. Marcus knew that maintaining physical health fortified his mind, allowing him to remain sharp and resilient. Focusing on what matters. A vital principle that guided Marcus was his dedication to understanding and controlling what he could. He recognized that much of life lies beyond his control: the actions of others, global events, and even his mortality. Instead of allowing this reality to paralyze him, he embraced it, focusing his energy on what he could control: his thoughts, actions, and responses to the world around him. This Stoic principle, focusing on what lies within our control, was central to his peace of mind. Marcus frequently reminded himself not to be distracted by matters beyond his influence. He understood that his power as emperor didn't grant him control over everything. and that striving for such control would only lead to frustration. By directing his energy toward his own behavior, he liberated himself from the stress of the uncontrollable. This lesson remains relevant today. Our world is filled with distractions and uncertainties. Like Marcus, we can choose where to place our attention, focusing on what we can change and letting go of the rest. The practice of journaling was another critical aspect of Marcus Aurelius's routine. His personal reflections and meditations were not intended for anyone else's eyes. They served as a means of processing thoughts, analyzing behavior, and committing to improvement. His writings reflect a man constantly evaluating his actions, asking how he could be better, more virtuous, and more aligned with his philosophical beliefs. Journaling can also be a powerful tool in our own lives. By putting our thoughts on paper, we can better understand our emotions, identify patterns in our behavior, and track personal growth. It doesn't require lengthy essays, but rather regular check-ins with ourselves. What did we do well today? Where did we fall short? How can we improve tomorrow? These simple reflections can lead to profound personal growth over time. Evening reflection and gratitude. As Marcus's day came to a close, he ended it as thoughtfully as he began. He dedicated time in the evening to reflect once more on what the day had taught him. He assessed where he succeeded in living according to his Stoic principles and where he faltered. This evening reflection was a means of resetting his intentions for the next day, allowing him to approach life with a clear mind, ready to face the future with a calm spirit. His evening practice also included gratitude. Despite the immense pressures of ruling an empire, Marcus always found reasons to be thankful. He expressed gratitude for challenges that made him stronger, for lessons learned through hardship, and for small moments of peace amidst chaos. For Marcus, gratitude was not a fleeting feeling. It was a conscious choice to focus on the good, even in difficult times. This practice of gratitude helped him maintain perspective and avoid becoming consumed by the stresses of life. In our own lives, gratitude can serve as an antidote to negativity. By regularly acknowledging the good, we can shift our focus from what's lacking to what's abundant. The foundation of resilience. Ultimately, the daily routine of Marcus Aurelius was not merely about managing an empire. It was about managing himself. It was about building habits that strengthened his mind, body, and spirit. The practices of reflection, physical care, focusing on what's within our control, journaling, and gratitude are timeless. They remain as relevant today as they were 2,000 years ago. By incorporating these habits into our own lives, we can cultivate resilience, focus, and peace of mind, qualities that Marcus Aurelius exemplified. His daily routine formed the foundation of his strength, and it can serve as a foundation for us as well. A life of discipline and wisdom. The life of Marcus Aurelius was not one of luxury, even though he could have chosen that path. Instead, he led a life defined by discipline, wisdom, and a relentless pursuit of inner peace. What set him apart was not the power he held, but the manner in which he carried that power, with humility and self-awareness. Every day, Marcus refined his mind and body with a carefully crafted routine that enabled him to stay focused, resilient, and centered. This was the key to his greatness, a daily practice that molded him into the person we admire today, despite the relentless pressures he faced. Now, we have the opportunity to understand and apply these timeless habits in our own lives. There's something profoundly grounding in how Marcus began each day. He didn't let the demands of an empire pull him from bed. Instead, he greeted each morning with purpose. His first task was to mentally prepare himself for the challenges ahead. By starting the day with reflections on the difficulties he might face, Marcus navigated his day with clarity. He did not resist life's realities but embraced them, ready to confront whatever came his way with strength and grace. Finding stillness amidst chaos. Marcus didn't rush into his responsibilities without first engaging in moments of solitude. He recognized that stillness was the foundation of inner peace. Quiet moments in the early hours allowed him to connect with his deeper self, keeping him grounded before the day's noise began. These moments of reflection weren't about avoiding the world. They were about preparing to face it with intention and balance. This practice of starting with stillness provided him with the mental clarity necessary to endure even the toughest days. Part of this clarity stemmed from a commitment to self-honesty. Marcus regularly checked in with himself, evaluating his thoughts and feelings. He knew that self-deception could be as dangerous as external threats. In these reflective moments, he asked hard questions about his actions and motivations, allowing him to stay true to his principles and act with integrity, even when it was difficult. This is a lesson we can all benefit from. Honesty with ourselves leads to authenticity in every aspect of our lives. The interconnection of body and mind. Physical movement was equally important to Marcus as mental reflection. He understood that a healthy body was essential for a focused mind. His days often included physical activities, whether walking, exercising with soldiers, or other forms of movement. Marcus Aurelius accepted life's realities with strength and grace, ready to face whatever challenges arose. He prioritized moments of solitude before diving into his responsibilities, understanding that stillness was essential for inner peace. These quiet, early hours allowed him to connect with his deeper self, preparing him to engage with the world mindfully and with intention. His clarity of mind stemmed from a commitment to self-honesty. He regularly evaluated his thoughts and feelings, knowing that self-deception could be as harmful as external threats. This practice kept him aligned with his principles, enabling him to act with integrity even in tough situations. By being honest with himself, he cultivated authenticity in all aspects of his life. Physical activity was equally important to Marcus. He recognized the link between a healthy body and a focused mind, engaging in exercise not for strength alone, but to maintain discipline that would help him navigate life's challenges. He practiced moderation in all things, understanding that excess could cloud his judgment and distract him from what truly mattered: wisdom, virtue, and self-improvement. Throughout the day, he maintained focus on the present, resisting distractions that could divert him from his purpose. Marcus understood that true strength lay in directing attention to what mattered and letting go of the rest, which helped him remain grounded amidst chaos. He didn't waste energy on things beyond his control, concentrating instead on his thoughts and actions, which freed him from unnecessary worries. A significant lesson for him was accepting outcomes beyond his influence. He knew he could only control his efforts and not the results, which allowed him to act without fear of failure. This mindset encouraged resilience, enabling him to meet challenges with a calm demeanor and a prepared mind, often envisioning the worst outcomes not to instill fear, but to build strength. Embracing failure as a learning opportunity, Marcus focused on progress rather than perfection. He practiced humility, recognizing shared human struggles and keeping his ego in check, even in positions of power. This humility shaped his interactions, encouraging him to listen and learn from others, seeing differences as opportunities rather than threats. Gratitude was a daily practice for Marcus. He found thankfulness in small things and hardships alike. This helped him maintain a positive outlook, fortifying his resilience against life's challenges. He acknowledged the fleeting nature of time, using this awareness to fuel his purpose and prioritize what truly mattered, while remaining compassionate towards others. Journaling was a vital tool for self-reflection, allowing him to evaluate his thoughts and behaviors, aligning himself with his values. Each day ended with a review of his actions, focusing on areas of growth without self-criticism. This practice prepared him for the next day, fostering clarity and purpose. When faced with stress, Marcus sought peace within himself, believing that true calm came from inner strength rather than external circumstances. He understood the importance of balance between productivity and rest, making time for relaxation to maintain his energy and sharpness. Nature offered him perspective and humility, reminding him of life's greater forces. A lifelong learner, he pursued knowledge through reading and conversations, always seeking to grow. Above all, Marcus practiced patience, taking the time to reflect before acting. This thoughtful approach allowed him to navigate challenges with wisdom, ensuring he met life's demands with grace. Through reflection, physical care, focus, and patience, he crafted a life rich in purpose, wisdom, and inner peace. By adopting these simple yet powerful practices, anyone can cultivate a life of clarity and calm. Marcus Aurelius's daily routine, rooted in quiet reflection and intention, was essential in preparing him for the complexities of life, ultimately allowing him to face challenges with resilience and strength. Marcus Aurelius approached life with a mindset of resilience and purpose, often reflecting on the importance of finding the good in all situations, even the challenging ones. Central to his philosophy was the concept of memento mori, a reminder of our mortality that helped him prioritize what truly mattered. Rather than seeing this as a grim thought, he used it as a way to release trivial worries and embrace each day with intention. In his morning routine, Marcus let go of past regrets, focusing instead on how to improve in the present. This practice enabled him to face each new day with a clear mind and a renewed perspective. He often considered the people he would meet and prepared himself to respond with kindness and compassion, recognizing that everyone has their own struggles. This mindset fostered strong relationships, both as an emperor and as a human being. Each morning, Marcus set intentions for the day ahead, envisioning the kind of leader and person he wanted to be. This practice not only provided clarity, but also helped him navigate the unpredictable nature of life with grace. He understood the importance of balance, ensuring that amidst his responsibilities, he took time for self-care and connection with others. Mindfulness played a key role in his reflections, allowing him to stay present and engaged throughout the day. He cultivated patience, understanding that not everything would go according to plan, which helped him persevere through challenges without becoming overwhelmed. Marcus was also deeply aware of the power of choice. He recognized that while he couldn't control external events, he could control his reactions, which gave him a sense of empowerment. Humility was another cornerstone of his reflections. Despite his position, he remained grounded and committed to lifelong learning. Self-discipline was essential for Marcus, as he understood that a virtuous life requires ongoing commitment. He also nurtured inner peace through quiet reflection, knowing that true tranquility comes from within. His sense of purpose was closely tied to service. He viewed his leadership not as a privilege, but as a responsibility to uplift others. Gratitude infused his mornings, as he found joy in even the smallest moments, which kept his outlook positive. He practiced letting go of rigid expectations, embracing life's unpredictability instead, and he fostered acceptance to maintain harmonious relationships. Through empathy and balance, he approached his daily challenges with resilience. His ability to detach from outcomes allowed him to remain calm and focused on his own actions rather than external validations. Trusting his inner wisdom guided him in making difficult decisions. Ultimately, Marcus's reflections laid a strong foundation for his day. By committing to self-compassion, he embraced growth through mistakes without being burdened by guilt. His morning practices, rooted in reflection and meditation, provided him with the clarity and focus necessary to lead with strength and integrity, navigating the complexities of life with grace. This approach is a powerful lesson for us all. Starting each day with reflection can cultivate the mental and emotional resilience we need to face life's challenges. Marcus Aurelius recognized the importance of clearing his mind for maintaining mental discipline. He understood that clarity wasn't about thinking of everything at once, but rather allowing his thoughts to settle. By sitting quietly and focusing on his breath, he practiced non-attachment to his thoughts, which sharpened his concentration on what truly mattered and helped him eliminate distractions. Through meditation, he trained himself to be present, which kept him grounded in the moment rather than caught up in future anxieties or past regrets. This mindfulness provided him with emotional stability, enabling him to respond gracefully to unexpected events. His meditation also fostered inner stillness, not as a means of avoiding challenges, but as a refuge when life became overwhelming. This calm allowed him to respond thoughtfully in stressful situations, a quality that distinguished him as a leader. By focusing on his breath, Marcus learned to regulate his emotions, using it as a tool to remain composed during tension. This practice cultivated mastery over his mind, helping him stay steady amid chaos. The ability to control his breath meant he could also manage his thoughts and feelings, regardless of external circumstances. Meditation provided him with a clearer perspective on his emotions, allowing him to observe them without being swept away. This objectivity was crucial for making reasoned decisions, enabling him to lead with integrity and fairness. Starting each day with a clear mind prepared him for the tasks ahead. Marcus knew that mental clutter led to scattered attention and poor decision-making. By clearing his mind first thing in the morning, he could focus entirely on his responsibilities, working with efficiency and purpose. His meditation practice also built resilience. Recognizing that challenges were inevitable, he found that maintaining a calm mind equipped him to face them rationally, rather than feeling overwhelmed. In those quiet moments, he connected with his inner self, reinforcing his values and principles. Regular reflection ensured that his actions aligned with his deeper purpose, providing the strength to remain true to his beliefs amid external pressures. The simplicity of Marcus's meditation practice contributed to its effectiveness. He didn't rely on elaborate rituals or lengthy sessions. Instead, he focused on essential elements, his breath in the present moment. This simplicity made it sustainable and a daily habit, fostering consistent mental clarity. Marcus Aurelius focused on the essentials, breath, the present moment, and the mind in his meditation practice. By keeping things simple, he made meditation an accessible and sustainable habit, forming the foundation of his mental clarity and focus. This daily practice also helped him cultivate patience, allowing him to observe thoughts without reacting, extending this patience to his interactions with others. It contributed to his calmness, even in difficult situations, making him a more compassionate and grounded leader. Meditation taught Marcus the importance of letting go, whether of fleeting worries or emotional reactions, allowing him to stay focused on what truly mattered and avoid distractions. His practice became a way to reset each morning, renewing his mental clarity for the day ahead, free from the burdens of the past. Through consistent meditation, Marcus developed self-discipline, honing his focus and intention in all areas of life. It trained his mind to remain present, helping him bring attention and dedication to his work and personal life. This mental training also reinforced his emotional resilience, as he learned to acknowledge emotions without letting them control him. Meditation fostered humility in Marcus, reminding him that he was just a small part of a vast universe, despite his power. It also helped him cultivate gratitude by reflecting daily on the things he was thankful for, enabling him to maintain a positive outlook even in challenging times. In addition to these emotional benefits, meditation enhanced Marcus's leadership by improving his problem-solving skills. The stillness of his practice brought clarity to complex issues, helping him approach challenges with fresh insight and creativity. This habit also strengthened his resilience, preparing him to handle life's inevitable hardships with grace and determination. One of the most powerful tools Marcus employed was premeditatio malorum, the anticipation of adversity. Each morning he reflected on the difficulties he might face, whether frustrating people, setbacks, or pressures, and mentally prepared himself for how he would respond with patience and wisdom. This practice didn't make him pessimistic, but instead freed him from shock and emotional turmoil when difficulties arose. By rehearsing how to face challenges calmly, Marcus became unshakable in the face of adversity. He also used this technique to prepare for internal battles, such as managing emotions like fear and frustration. By accepting that challenges, both external and internal, were inevitable, Marcus freed himself from unnecessary worry. His ability to expect difficulties allowed him to live more fully in the present moment, undistracted by fears of the future. This preparation extended to his leadership, making Marcus a more patient, emotionally detached, and effective leader. Rather than reacting impulsively, he remained calm and thoughtful, responding to challenges with wisdom. He understood that difficulties were temporary and used this perspective to maintain peace of mind, knowing that all hardships would eventually pass. Marcus's meditation practice, along with premeditatio malorum, helped him remain composed, patient, and resilient in the face of life's adversities, enabling him to lead with grace and integrity while staying connected to his purpose. By adopting these practices, we too can cultivate mental clarity, focus, and resilience in our own lives. By embracing the simplicity and discipline of Marcus Aurelius's meditation practice, combined with the Stoic tool of premeditatio malorum, you can cultivate mental clarity, emotional resilience, and a deep sense of purpose in your own life. These practices not only help navigate life's challenges, but also empower you to lead with focus and wisdom. Start today by setting aside a few moments each morning for mindful reflection. Prepare yourself mentally for the day ahead, anticipate potential challenges, and focus on what truly matters. Like Marcus, you'll find that with practice, you can face adversity with calm strength, stay present in the moment, and lead a life of purpose and resilience. Take the first step toward cultivating your own inner calm. Start your daily meditation practice now. If you found value in this reflection on Marcus Aurelius's meditation practices and the Stoic philosophy of resilience, make sure to subscribe for more insights on how you can apply these timeless principles to your daily life. Join our community and receive regular tips, tools, and inspiration to help you lead with clarity, focus, and strength. Don't miss out. Subscribe today and start your journey toward a more purposeful and resilient life.